something, pick a different route. If you're gonna make that change, there's no better time than now. Be boundless. First I gotta get up off this futon, get my bags packed tight, put my shoes on.
Hey guys, how you doing today? It's good to see you again. In the last video where I answered every comment, I enjoyed reading those comments, and you asked a lot of good questions, and I made notes, and I'm gonna reply to some of those questions, so look forward to that. Now let's roll this footage of Pattaya. I hope you guys enjoy that. So my buddy Jax, who was actually watching me while he was in America and I was in Japan, he actually came to Japan, and I think he's been there for over a year now. And now he's thinking of leaving Japan, and he's curious about Thailand. So he had some questions, and I'm going to answer those questions for you, Jax. You're on the multi-entry visa right now. If I'm right, it's good for 6 months total. But every 60 days, you got to leave the country and reapply. That's not true, Jax. Okay. First of all, yes, the multi-entry visa is for 6 months total. The validity of the visa is for 6 months. And this is something a lot of you guys didn't understand. When I do border runs, it's 100% guarantee that I'll get stamped back in and it gets 60 days. I don't have to reapply. I don't have to keep reapplying for a 60-day visa. This multi-entry visa is for 6 months. You can leave Thailand as many times as you want. Leave Thailand and go to any other country in the world and come back to Thailand, and you automatically get 60 days to stay in Thailand. So what I'm planning to do is at the end of those 6 months, about 2 or 3 days before those 6 months are up, I'm going to go to another country and come right back to Thailand. Then I'll get to extend that 6 months to 8 months. And then I can extend that 1 more month. So it can be a total of 9 months. After your 6 months are up, can you reapply for a multi-entry visa over and over again? I believe you can, but the only problem is that you have to apply for it from your country of residence. In my case, I was a permanent resident in Japan, so I could apply for it from the Thai embassy in Osaka, Japan. I don't know what your residency status is in Japan. If you're a resident in Japan, you can apply from Japan. Otherwise, you have to go back to your home country, which is America. Next, why did you choose to move to Thailand instead of another Southeast Asian country like the Philippines or Vietnam? May I ask, what were the 3 major things that made Thailand the most appealing to you? It was a pretty simple decision, Jax. Number 1, I was familiar with Thailand somewhat in terms of the countries I knew in Southeast Asia. I had been to Thailand at least 10 times, so I knew what it was like. Secondly, I was somewhat familiar with the language, and I also studied Thai for a bit. So I thought it would be easy to pick up the language again, and it has been fairly easy compared to like somebody who knows nothing about Thai. For example, I can read Thai. I can read the Thai writing system, which is very helpful. The third reason would be because it's inexpensive to live here, and I knew I could hang out here for a while without putting a dent into my savings. All right, Jax, your next question was, what do you think are the major differences between the Japanese apartments you've had in the past versus your current Thai apartments? Are your Thai apartments clean? Everything works all right, looks well, maintained and painted well, quiet in a nice neighborhood, etc. I live in a Japanese Leo Palace right now, if you're wondering. Well, dude, first of all, Leo Palace sucks, man. I've seen those apartments before. They are clean and they are modern, but they're animal cages. I mean, they're really small and they're not cheap. They're not cheap. So, I would say just a quick answer, on a psychological level, I think you're going to feel better in a Thai apartment. You look for a place that's 40 square meters, both in Bangkok and here. You know, I'm paying around $180 a month for a place that's 40 square meters. Now, you asked about the cleanliness of the apartments. That is a major difference. In Japan, when you get a new apartment, usually it's very, very clean. Like they hire a professional cleaner, and it's very clean and hygienic. Whereas in Thailand, from my experience, they don't really professionally clean it before you move in. It's kind of like the owner of the apartment maybe comes in, sweeps the floor, you know, maybe scrubs a few shelves. But you know, when you move in, you do notice some things like that you wouldn't see in it if you were moving into a Japanese apartment. But it hasn't been a big issue for me. I mean, generally it's it's clean enough. That's what I'll say. All right, Jackson, your last question was, how are your internet connection speeds in Thailand versus back in Japan? Does it take a while to upload your videos and download things online? Well, in Bangkok, my internet was cabled in through a company called True, and it was lightning fast. I was able to stream videos, watch YouTube, Netflix easily, and also upload videos easily. I could have a Wi-Fi connection to public Wi-Fi, and it was fast too. The Wi-Fi that this community provides, it's workable, and just for entertainment purposes like using the internet and watching videos, it's quite all right. All right, guys, I hope you got some useful information out of this video. Speaking of moving into apartments, guys, in the comment section, tell me the worst place you ever moved into. I want to hear your stories. All right, f***tards, it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you in the next video.
Better do something, pick a different route. If you're gonna make that change, there's no better time than now. Be boundless. Take a step outside, stretch my arms out wide, like I'm on the Titanic.